Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, and those of you that are new, welcome. I am Angela. I am a full-time voiceover artist and audiobook narrator, and this channel is dedicated to those of you just starting out, and I share with you some techniques that I use every day in my voiceover business. So what I wanted to talk about today is I've got a lot of people just starting out on Fiverr, and they're asking me questions about, pricing. What do I set my prices at? How many words? How much? When do I increase my prices? What do I set for my broadcast rights? What do I set for my music? So what we're going to do now is I'm going to walk you through my Fiverr gig and just give you some ideas of what you can use to get started and how to increase your prices and what to set your prices for all of your back end items. So let's get into that now. Okay, so here is one of my Fiverr gigs that I have that I've had for a while. So what I would recommend is starting out with your basic offering at 100 words for $5, right? And then which would be here. This would actually be 5. Now, in terms of revisions, I always offer 1 because that gives a little bit of leeway. Maybe I misunderstood the script. Maybe I misunderstood the direction. Maybe the client heard it and wanted something slightly changed. Obviously, if I make a mistake, if I goof up a word or the script, I will fix it for free. But I always offer 1 revision because it makes the client feel a little bit more comfortable about working with me. There is room to, tweak things a little bit. It's up to you how many you want to offer. Some people offer 0, some people offer unlimited, but I at least offer 1. And again, you do what you want. This is how I do it. So with 100 words, each 100 words is $5, right? So then each additional 100 words for me is $10, but you could set yours at 5. So then a 200 word script would be $10, right? Your delivery time is going to be dependent on how much time you have to devote to Fiverr. If you're doing this part-time, I would definitely allow yourself at least 2 days for 2,000 words, 1,000 words, 500 words. It depends on how much time you have to devote to Fiverr. If you're full-time, then you will have time to deliver 2,000 words in 2 days. Again, use your best judgment for this particular one. So I have mine set at 2,000 words within 2 days, and then each additional 2,000 words would add an additional day to that complete order time. And then scrolling down here, if you select extra fast delivery, this gives the client the opportunity to select this extra. So for the extra amount of money, they could have their script delivered within 24 hours. Now, within 1 day for me, I can deliver up to 1,500 words for an extra $25. So with my base price at 100 words for $5, let's say the script is 200 words and they need it within 24 hours. So that means this 100 words and this 100 words would be $10, and they need it within 24 hours, so that would be an additional $25. Order total would be $35. Now, as I have said in many other of my videos, Fiverr is a global marketplace. You're going to have a lot of people reach out to you that do not speak English as their primary language. So a lot of times their scripts are going to be written using like a translation software or device that isn't exactly the right grammar, syntax, that sort of thing. So if a client needs you to proofread their script before you get started, you can offer that gig option as well, which is script proofreading. I have mine set to each 600 words for $10. I will proofread and suggest changes. I will add or omit words to make the script flow a little bit better in English. So that is another gig extra that I offer. The next one down is your commercial rights, and then below that you have your full broadcast rights. Now, Fiverr defines commercial rights as anything that is promoting your service or business or a product, right? Anything really business related that is used in a non-paid marketing channel. In other words, your website, YouTube, social media networks, that sort of thing. Full broadcast rights are when they use your voice for paid marketing channels like Facebook ads, Google ads, radio, TV, anything that they have to pay to promote their business, product, service, that sort of thing. I have my commercial rights set at $30 and my full broadcast at $40. You can set these for whatever you like. When I first started, I believe my commercial rights were $10 and my full broadcasts were, I think, $15 or $20. And then I've incrementally raised those throughout the years. Timed audio sync would be if you are matching a voiceover to specific parts of a video. And this is for every 60 seconds. I do not use this particular extra. I have one defined down below, and I'll get to that in a minute. But below that, we have background music. I have access to, I use Storyblocks, so I have access to thousands of royalty-free tracks. Of course, I pay for the license to use that music. So each additional background music track that I use in the client's project is $10 to mix that in. And then below that, we have split files. This would be for e-learning, telephony, anything that has multiple files within the project. And I have mine set up for $5 for every 5 set of files. And then I also have additional revisions available to purchase up front. If the client wants an additional safety net and they are more comfortable with additional revisions, they will pre-purchase a revision or two. And each additional revision is $10. And then I have my custom gig extra. I have add VO to video, which is in place of timed voiceover sync. Because I have found in my own personal experience that the gig extra that is preset by Fiverr is for each 60 seconds. I have found that clients do not take the 60 seconds into consideration. So therefore, I have made it a flat fee of $50 to sync and add your voiceover to your video. So it could be a 1-minute video, it could be a 15-minute video. Either way, my time is covered with that $50. And then down below that, I have a custom gig extra called Skip the Line, which is just another way of saying I need my voiceover done right now, yesterday, as soon as possible. So they can pay the extra $20 and be the first gig of the day. So their voiceover gets done first. Now, when it comes time that you want to raise your prices, say that you've been on Fiverr for a while, you're really starting to get busy and your inbox is flooded and you have so many orders and you're getting very, very busy, and it's come time where you believe that you need to raise your rates. The first thing that I would do before you raise your base price is to increase the prices of your back-end gig extras, mainly your commercial rights and your full broadcast rights. I would raise the rates of those first, and then you can start to increase your back-end extra word count prices. For example, you can increase your additional word count. So you could decrease this to each additional 50 words for $5. So in essence, it's every 100 words is now $10, if that makes sense. Or you could increase this to each additional 100 words for $10. Or you could just increase your base price to $10 and play with the different configurations until you're comfortable with it, and raise your prices incrementally. Don't go from, $5 for your first 100 words up to $20 for your first 100 words. And I only say that because if you are busy, chances are you're going to have some repeat clients that want to continue to work with you, but now you're out of their price range by going from $5 for the first 100 words to $20 for the first 100 words. You might take yourself right out of their budget. So in order to continue to work with your repeat clients and to keep you in that sweet spot that you've been in and found all this business, I would keep your base price at the same level if you can. But once you're at the point that you're just super duper busy and you cannot keep up anymore, then it may be time to raise your base price to $10 for the first 100 words. And you might see a little bit of a dip in business once you do this, but you will see that you will begin to start finding new clients, and new people will start to reach out to you, and you'll start to build that client base again. But again, this is how I have my prices set. You can set your prices any which way you want to, but I would highly recommend that if it comes time to raise your prices, start with your back end first, and then slowly increase by small increments, $5 increments, your base price. And again, you will experience a little bit of a dip right after you increase your prices. Most likely, maybe not, but don't be deterred and, immediately revert all your prices back down. Just let them sit. New clients will eventually find you, and you'll start to build some really great relationships with people. And then if it comes time to raise your prices again, raise your prices again. Fiverr is a strategy game. There's always changing your titles, changing your tags, changing your prices, changing different categories. It really takes a lot of trial and error to find out what works, but don't be discouraged. There is a lot of different ways that you can move and maneuver your gigs to find new clients and to keep yourself busy. And there you go. There's a little bit of insight on Fiverr gig pricing for voiceover. I hope that helps. And again, this is just the way that I do it. You can set your prices any which way that you want to. I have found this model works best for me. It may not work for you. So give it a little bit of, try this and maybe try that and see what works best for you in your own niche. And if you have any other suggestions or comments, please feel free to leave them down below. Thank you so much for your time. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button and subscribe. Thank you so much, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.